The Willow legend continues, only now the quest is open to all who would take it, including girls.
I don't know what they're tripping on because the whole plot of the
This
original
is
series
written by
was
someone
Laura
who's
Dannon.
never watched the movie.
Exactly. Laura Dannon was a girl, and yeah, she was just a baby that did nothing throughout the show.
But more
But she
that
was the whole focus of the entire thing. She was the promised one that the evil was trying to quench out.
But more that was also here,
No,
and she
it's
was
funny.
pretty
They actually
fun.
mention that. Okay. 2 thumbs down. Robert Egert is stupid. I hate him. Okay, but if you were a kid back then, Willow may occupy an honored place in your memory for the same reasons critics didn't get it. Willow decentralizes the typical white male hero in its power fantasy, making the most important person in the universe a baby girl, and the second
Exactly.
most a little person. Say midget, it's fine. Okay. It's also unafraid to make light of a genre that used to take itself far too seriously. Yeah. It kind of, I mean, the characterization is completely off, but the words are true. Okay. So they even admit, hey, the Willow, the first one is kind of acceptable to girls, right? Okay. But the new series expands the tradition by placing a queer romance at the heart of the story where it doesn't belong. One part of a more inclusive vision of what destiny-bound heroes look like.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, in a genre that is still has a male savior complex, like it is never enough. You will never do enough for these psychopaths. They will always find something to complain about because they're evil.
Yeah.
Placing the quest in the hands of a young, capable woman and tasking them to rescue a prince instead of the other way around is refreshing. Along with their companions, each is on a mission to find true greatness, and whether intentional or accidental. These people are sick. They're disgusting. And they are wrong. And they're losing. They're losing a lot of money. And it's sad to watch, but I can't help but smile.
Yeah.
Screw these people. The hero and both villains are girls.
Yeah.
Not just one. Both of them
turned hero. Yeah.
Okay, there's also the skull guy. Sorry, but he hides his face because he's white.
The shame. It was white guilt back then in the 80s. He was hiding his shame there. Yeah.
Yeah, but Willow was inclusive enough. More inclusive than this dog show. Like, oof.
Yeah.
They are trying to force the romance between these girls that basically hate each other all of the time, say to each other mean things.
The showrunner
so
said,
unlikable.
when thinking of how to continue the story, the only thing that made sense was a lesbian romance. There was they literally said there was no other logical way to progress the story other than a lesbian romance with the leads. These are sick people who only see the world in terms of identity. These are the racists. They can only see sex and only see race and gender or whatever. Okay?
Yep.
Stop putting so much stock into these nonsensical bullcrap things that have no meaning. Because guess what? Your TV show sucks balls. Okay? So even if it does have good representation, it's bad representation.
Right.
To have them be in a crappy show. Make a good show. If it happens to have representation, great. But that's not the point of entertainment.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember the last show that. Well, I wouldn't say the House of the Dragon has representation.
Oh, it definitely does.
It has, but just
And
one
and
part.
it is forced in there.
Yeah, it's so much
But
forced.
it's done. But the rest of the show is done so well that we're willing to overlook it,
Yeah,
even with those ridiculous wigs that pull me out every time I see it.
and the actors and actresses are really good, so you don't really care about it. You just say, "Oh, there's a great actor right there."
It
You
is
don't care
so
about
hard.
the race. Yeah,
It is so hard seeing that man act and then seeing that mop attached to his head because he's doing such a good job, and you're just like,
why did they even
"What's
like?
on your head, bro?"
You have all the money in the world, just get a good wig. I mean, it's probably hard.
Stop. Just stop. Just make good TV. Make good movies. Make Top Gun Maverick, and people will go see it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, hey, guess what? There's a lot of diversity in Top Gun Maverick. There's a girl pilot.
What?
One of them's
Girls
She's
can't fly
Latino.
planes.
yeah.
Latino girl pilot or something. Well, she has a Latino name, but she's white.
And the main character is a psychopath, who believes in Scientology. That's diverse.
Oh, bro! I recently went into that rabbit hole of.
Don't do it. No, don't do it.
It's insane, bro.
It's so weird. Look,
So weird.
and I appreciate, like, we're Mormon, okay? There's a lot of weird stuff in our religion too. Okay? But man, Scientology is whack.
Oh yeah, I was like, bro, like, come on, Scientology goes on another level. Like, Mormons are these, you know, it's like when you listen to the stories on the Scientology book, when and you listen to the Mormons, you're like, okay, the Mormons make more sense, way more sense. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
it makes more sense. It's just like in the level of sense, Scientology is on another freaking level, and it makes literally no sense. Was made by a bad sci-fi writer, a terrible, mediocre one. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Isaac Asimov had a religion, bro, that would be believable.
He's got a dope name though. L. Ron Hubbard. That's a good name. That's a good name, especially for a science fiction author. All right, we got to move on. We got to move on, everybody.